What's going on, y'all? I am back once again, and tonight we're gonna be checking out the 5 coolest EVs in Greenville, and this is all in my opinion. I will have some honorable mentions. This is just like what I thought was the coolest, and it did kind of take me a bit to make this list because honestly there's not that many EVs in Greenville, at least ones that were cool enough to put on this list. So yeah, we're gonna be checking those out today, and yeah, let's get right into it. Starting off with the first honorable mention, we got the 2025 Renault 5, and you probably haven't seen this car before. Well, you probably have seen it before, but it's like kind of hard to see nowadays for some reason, even though it was a free car. And if you don't know how you would have gotten it, it was pretty much a collaboration with Renault, and it is a real brand, and so they pretty much got one licensed car from Renault, and that is the Renault 5. And if you didn't know, Renault is actually pretty supportive for games, and they were just willing to kind of put in their car, and you know, not much hassle at all. They weren't really strict about it. Of course they did like detail it a lot, like there's a full interior, and it's not a convertible, so you get a full interior, you get this really nice screens, you get buttons and such. So yeah, and it is like a really nice car to just drive around. It's decently quick. It doesn't get the best mileage, but it's enough to get you around, and of course you do get the coolness of it with it being a real car. And yeah, that's the first honorable mention. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so for the second honorable mention, you actually probably never knew this car even existed in this game, and that's going to be the 2023 Deja Vu Comet, aka the 2023 Fisker Ocean. And yes, this is technically the same Fisker that made the Karma, which I did put in one of my previous videos. You should check it out. But yeah, this is the same brand, and they just went bankrupt a few months ago, so yeah, you can still buy these though. The base trim starts out at $37,000, and there's a sport trim, there's the ultra trim, the extreme one, the extreme, and it goes all the way up to $69,000. So that's not too expensive for a EV SUV or crossover, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the ultra, and here are the specs right here. Just pretty standard, nothing that special. They do all require the zero emissions game pass, in case you're wondering. So yeah, okay, and I got mine right here. I've had this for quite a while because I thought that it was going to be going off sale, but I mean, the company is bankrupt, so it's not like they're gonna have enough money to sue the game. So yeah, and my favorite feature about this SUV is that if you press on the brakes, we got these like little lights by the rear windows here that light up, and they're also indicators. So if you turn on the left indicator, they appear right there. So pretty cool. These are the lights. Nothing too special, nothing too crazy, but it is a very unique looking SUV that you've probably never seen before. And yeah, it's actually pretty small too. Like if I park next to this truck right here, you can see that my SUV is like really small, or I guess crossover. But yeah, if you like this, I definitely recommend getting it. It is pretty quirky. No high beams or anything, but yeah, it just looks nice. And for the next honorable mention, it's going to be the 2012 Tesla Model S, aka the 2012 Celestial Type 5. And this is a real Tesla model, so it went off sale because the new fictional Teslas replaced it, and I had no idea that this was going to go off sale. I was actually going to sell it, but I really like how it looks. I'm a big fan of this, like kind of like the fake rear right there. I don't know, for some reason I think it looks nice, but it has some really nice daylight running lights. Low beams look like that. They are decal lights, but they're not noticeable at all. You'll get over them. No fog lights or anything. Indicators right there. Yeah, the lights look super cool. I love how the lights look on these. And yeah, this is going to be the third honorable mention. I can't really drive it, but it is a performance trim, and it's really quick. So yeah, if you see this on the road, then yeah, just cool car. And for the final honorable mention on the list, it's actually, this might be a controversial take, but it's going to be the Ferdinand Vivo, aka the Porsche Taycan. And the reason I didn't put this on the list is just because I do not think it looks good. You might think it looks good, that's why I put it on the honorable mention. I just didn't put it in the actual list because I didn't think it looked that good. And it's like pretty damn expensive. Like, I was going to review the wagon, which you guys probably do like, but I personally just don't like it. I'm not a fan. But they do come in 3 different options. You got a regular sedan slash hatchback. I think it's a sedan though. You got a grand wagon as well, or a shooting brake, and you also have another wagon, which I'm pretty sure is just a like a sport one, I guess. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. And it's pretty damn quick. It does require the zero emissions pass, so I mean all the cars are. I don't know why I'm saying this, but yeah, they all require them. And yeah, so they are really nice. I just personally don't think they look good, but if you want a Porsche and you like the Taycan, then I definitely pick it up. So yeah, this is the last honorable mention. Alrighty, and moving on to the main list. This next one is also going to be pretty controversial, but that's going to be the 1983 Winnie Model 12, aka the 1983 DeLorean DMC-12. Yeah, so some of you guys might hate this just because they turned a classic cool car into an EV. I think it's alright. I mean, I do kind of see it as a sin, but at the same time I don't mind it. It only gets 184 miles, so it's not that great, and it's somehow only 2,700 pounds. So I guess they put a tiny battery in there. But yeah, I'll spawn mine in and we can check it out. So this is what it looks like right here. A cool part about it is that it does have kind of like green teal kind of looking badging on the front. It also has these cool kind of decals going along the sides, so some nice stripes. And yeah, there's no exhaust, of course. And I did put the stainless steel paint on mine. I don't know how I feel about it, but there's some stainless steel, and I did lower mine a bit, so yeah. And the other really cool part about this car is that it actually has LEDs, and the standard DeLorean has incandescent lights, so like the lights fade on a normal car, and these are LEDs, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, really nice. Just a standard DeLorean. Other than that, nothing too crazy about it. And yeah, and it's actually pretty quick, honestly. It's not too bad, and it is only 2,700 pounds for whatever reason, but yeah, it's actually way faster than the regular DeLorean, so you can have some fun in this. You can kind of slide around a little bit, and yeah, that's going to be number 1 on the list. Okay, for the next car on the list, it's going to be the 2008 Celestial Type 1, aka the 2008 Tesla Roadster. So this car is really cool. Tesla's first car was in 2008, which was the Roadster, and they couldn't afford to make their own car, so this is practically a Lotus Elise with Tesla body panels, and you can probably tell just from like the shape of it and the fact that it has the same mirrors as the Elise. So yeah, I personally think it looks a little cooler than an Elise. I might get killed on that take, but I don't know, I think both look really good. But you do get the base and the sport trim, $25,000 difference. Oh, and I also figured out there's also the 2013 Roadster, which is pretty much the same thing, it's just a facelift, but the carbon fiber one is really nice. The only reason I didn't get this one is just because the wheels are too big, and when I lower it, the wheels just look ginormous, and I don't like the stock ride height. So yeah, and it's way more expensive, 120k, 100k. So yeah, I wouldn't really say it's worth it. I just get the 2008, but it's up to y'all. But yeah, I did lower mine, and I put some nice paint on it, and it just looks so sleek, dude. I just love how this car looks. Very pretty looking, and it's super quick too. Is this the base? Oh no, I got the sport, my bad. I got the sport, and yeah, it is pretty damn quick for what it is. And you can skid the tires a little bit because, you know, it's super light and it's pretty much a Lotus. Here are the lights. They're LEDs. You don't get any high beams or anything. But yeah, this car is just super nice to daily drive. Yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about it. It's just really cool. It's a cool EV. So yeah, on to the next car. Alright, and for the next car, which is right next to the Tesla, it's going to be the 2008 EZ Ziggy, aka the world's fastest Dorito. It is really expensive, one of the most expensive on this list, being at 170k. You do get running lights, you get low beams, you get high beams, nice indicators, pretty nice lights actually, like the textures are really good. And for having 800 horsepower, it's not that fast at all. But I see why. I don't think you need to go faster than that for this death trap. But yeah, it's just a super goofy car. I mean, look at that body roll. Oh my goodness. That body roll is crazy. And yeah, so this is a death trap. If you want to troll in this, you definitely could. It's probably a real good trolling vehicle. Yeah, it picks up really fast. So if you do want like a funny vehicle to drive around, or just to own or troll with, then I'd recommend getting the EZ Ziggy. So yeah, on to the next car. Alright, moving on to the next car, we got the 2012 BKM E10, aka the 2012 BMW 1 Series. I think it's called the Active Drive. Yeah, the Active E. But yeah, this car is like really dirt cheap. It's only 10 grand for the base model, and then it goes up to 12k, and there's only 2 trims. So these are only 2 trims that you get. You do only get 94 miles, so it's not good on mileage at all, and only 82 miles per hour. So like, it's pretty terrible stats. But I mean, hey, it's cool as EVs, not fast as EVs, so we're gonna check mine out. And here's mine right here. I got the other trim, the more expensive one, and it looks super nice. I lowered mine. Yeah, you only get the BMW startup noise, but yeah, you do get low beams, and they are really nice. They're white headlights, so you do get that, and you do got your high beams right there, and you also got fog lights, so the most updated out of all of them. And yeah, again, it's like really sluggish on stats, but I promise you it's not a bad car at all. It's pretty much a 1 series just with a battery, and yeah, it's nice to drive around, good commuter car, and yeah, not much I gotta say about it. I also did used to hate how this car looked when it first came out, but it really did grow on me, so I think it's a really nice looking car now. But yeah, with that being said, let's move on to the final car. Alright, for the final EV on the list, it's going to be the 2024 AutoWork Anodic GT, aka the Audi e-tron. You do get a couple trims right here. The base model is the only two, 91,000, and there's a VS, all four performance, VS carbon, and it goes back to there. This is pretty expensive too. It goes up to 160k, and yeah, it's pretty pricey, but if you want something that's flashy and pretty luxurious and pretty damn quick, even for the base model, it's pretty quick, and it gets 350 miles, which is not bad, better than a Tesla. Well, I mean, for 90 grand, I'd hope it's better, but, and yeah, I did mine with this kind of like sage green sort of color, and it looks super nice. You do have quite a unique startup, pretty cool, and yeah, just look at it, man, it looks so sleek. And you kind of like got like the blue thingies that do something, I forgot what they did. And it also does have an active aero spoiler, as you can see right there. And yeah, it's just a really peppy car. It responds well, and you do have 2 gears, so yeah, really nice. You can slide around in it, have some fun. And this is the base model, so yeah, really cool, and it looks awesome for a fictional car, so they knocked it out the park. And yeah, that's going to be the last car on the list. But yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for my top 5 of the coolest EVs in Greenville. And again, this is all my opinion, so don't get toxic, don't get salty, but do let me know in the comments what you guys think is cooler than any of the cars on this list, and what cars should have I put on the list, if that made any sense of what I just said. Or just what's your favorite EV in the whole game. It doesn't have to be off the list, just in the game, what's your favorite EV? Comment below. But yeah, with all that being said, that's all I got for y'all. See you later.